Fuck you. I hate you, bitch. Blah, blah, blah.
And this is why we mute Ken. Hi, good morning. Happy Friday. I'm going to mute him. I'm so happy everybody's here. We made it through another week. First week of Fat Camp is over. We've had some twists and turns and some fights already. And some new surprise people have shown up overnight. And we are going to talk about it, y'all. So let's get into it.
Let's go. Can't slipping in the feed. Boomers loose on a meme stampede. Melted for heels on the dash. Hold tight, baby. This that cash.
He say spreadsheet, I say slay. He say compound, I say pay. He shout dividends, I shout lash. He built Olympus on that cash.
Cannon and toga, flexing that gut. I turn the camera, zoom on the strike. You want the secrets, you want the stash. Kneel for the shepherd of the low-cow cash.
Low-cow cash. King booming, markets crash. Melts for laughing, swing that lash. Oh, low-cow cash. Boomer Greek God in a neon flash. Barbie to his Ken, we splash that cash. Dash, 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 dash.
Cash. Ash. He say value, I say vibe. He say long term, I ride live. He bless the bag like ancient rites. I light the ring for the Friday night.
Ken with the crown, sandals of gold. I drop a wink, timeline explodes.
You want the playbook, want that stash. Chant for the council of the low-cow cash.
Low-cow cash. King booming, markets crash. Melts for laughing, swing that lash. Low-cow cash. Boomer Greek God in a neon flash. Barbie to his Ken, we splash that cash.
Who's your daddy?
King.
Who's your Barbie?
Who's your guru?
Who's your guru?
Spam that chat,
Let's break this frame. Can't boom it.
Markets crash, Melsifer laughing, swing that lash.
Good morning, y'all. Let's get into it. All right. How are we doing today, Ken?
Lakers won, baby. 8 in a fucking row. Eat your shit out, fucking fuzz. Fuck you, bro. You bitch.
It's too early for this, Ken.
No, it's not, because the meta is screaming. The Lakers fucking won 8 in a row. The 3 were supposed to sit, but they didn't. Luka with the fucking 60 points. LeBron with the fucking triple-double. It is beautiful to see, Mel. Fuck.
Buzz, do you want to come adopt a geriatric giant green giant person? Let me know. Hit me up.
How you doing, Mel? You doing all right today?
I am. It's a little chilly again. Like, it seems to be warming up, but man, I'm getting over this cold.
Bro, so it's like freezing, but then the high is going to be like 73, right? It's literally like a 40-degree swing in the matter of like 12 hours. No, not even 12 hours, more like 6 hours.
It's insane. I'm over it.
Me too. Because it's fucked up, right? Because, you know, everyone wants to talk about me and my basketball shorts and all that, what happens, but we're not talking about that right now. I am in sweatpants, some boot socks, a fucking hoodie, and undershirt, but here in about 4 hours, I'm going to be in basketball shorts, boxers, and a tank top.
Like, I have my electric blanket on now, too, and pants. But later, if I go out in the sun, yeah, I'll probably have to definitely not have that on.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Foster Rider, the high here today is 84. Shout out.
Sounds so nice.
Yeah.
All right, though. So
I was talking with my wife yesterday. She's like, prepare to freeze your ass off. I'm like, beautiful. So wherever we go, I'm going to freeze my ass off. Normally on vacation, right? You want to warm up. You want to go to places where there's sun. You know what I mean? There's some water. You know what I mean? A little bit of fucking sand, some crystallization of fucking grounds. You know what I mean?
Wait, hold on. Some crystallization of grounds? What does that mean, Ken?
Because the ground gets crystallized and becomes sand, right?
I don't know if that's how sand works, but I hear you.
Probably not, but it sounded good in my head for a fucking boomer at 8 o'clock in the morning, right? That's only on a cup of coffee. But, you know, pop off, queen.
I am popping off. I had all the questions.
You seem to. Fuck my life. Anyways, they're only winning because I'm watching, bro. You know what? Don't watch the Cavs game and see what happens then. Don't watch the Cavs game. Here's what's fucked up, Mel. So me and Fuzz are going to have this friendly little bet, right? And because, like, during the game, I'm in the Discord just, like, shitting on people because they're shitting on me. And I'm pinging so fucking high because the game's on. And what the Lakers have been doing to me lately is like losing badly and then just coming back and winning. So it's always stressful because you never know, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to have a friendly little wager, right? Come when it's time for the NBA playoffs. We're betting a pay pick to the channel of the person's choice.
Wow.
On whose team goes furthest.
Interesting. Okay.
So, we'll see what happens.
I dig it. All right.
Yeah. But anyways, enough about me. Enough about you.
We didn't even talk about me.
I mean, you talked about having a blanket. That's really all we need to know about you.
I'm a cold bitch, okay?
I'm kidding, obviously.
So there's a lot happened overnight, honestly. Like only a little bit happened yesterday. Yesterday was kind of like another, like a few things kind of happened that yesterday like centralized around, and like, but then between those big things happening, nothing else happened, right? And everyone only wanted to talk about those things. I don't blame them because they were kind of exciting and they were like probably the most exciting things that have happened. And then like some people arrived overnight / this morning, and hopefully now it's going to get like exciting. Like some big power hitters are there in terms of drama, and hopefully it's just going to get better now, right? Like it can like start. It's going to be fun, right? We just want fun.
Did you see the announcement Keem put out yesterday?
I probably did, and it probably slipped my mind. So go ahead.
All right. I'm just lost on how we can have so much wild, entertaining content happening on live in the other shows here at Fat Camp and still host fans and others still complaining nonstop. Any normal person would just sit quiet and say, well, I can't make anyone happy. I give up. I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm going to keep making bangers. Say you love it or complain. It's happening every day. So this is so he did I'm an idiot. 1 second. He did this at 4:54 in the afternoon yesterday, right before live.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I have to admit, live yesterday in that jam-packed hour was the most entertaining live, in my opinion, has been this entire time.
100% agree.
The reason why is like, yes, they went to the pool, right, and they threw water balloons at them. Yes, cool. But we had an ode to the first episode of last year's Fat Camp, right? Going to Snake Island, coming back, TTSing for paintballs and shit, right? Like,
yes,
that was such a banger, like first episode of Fat Camp, right? Everyone's just gonna compare it to that because no matter what you do, whenever you try to succeed something, even like in movies, right? Like blah blah 2, like John Wick 2 compared to John Wick 1, or like
Shrek 2, like Fast and Furious, the series is you got to do better.
Exactly. You're going to compare it to what was before. And last year's Fat Camp was just so fucking epic. It's hard to top that, especially because you don't have the heavy hitters that were there last year. And that's no pun intended to the weight.
No,
but regardless,
you mean just big personalities in terms of like YouTube presence, the actual personalities. Honestly, I wonder if that's why they extended it time-wise, either for the sake of people's schedules or just for the sake of like, let's try to get as much content out of this as possible.
Well, I think that's twofold. One, because not everyone could be there the entire time. Until your point that you made earlier, a lot of drama-filled people are starting to show up, right? You got your Glamies, you got your Wonder Woman, you got your Lisies that are on the way, right? So,
yes, Lisi's finally coming. I'm so excited.
So that's going to be some drama. There's going to be drama. It just is what it is. And then the other thing to that is, since there's so many more people there now, it's like you need a couple extra days to encompass everything because there's so many people there now.
Right.
And to plan, to plot, to fucking organize this thing, you're gonna need it. You're gonna need a few extra days.
Foster says 2K people were bitching him out, I'm guessing Keem, on behalf of Queens, and another 1K because they took the Jester room away. Right. I have seen that, and they are still upset about that in Maine, that they were taking equipment from the Jester's room to make that Snake Island thing happened, and they were like, Jesters has been like the thing carrying this live this time, or this event this time, and then they took it, and then they are also very upset, and rightly so, when the Jesters room is empty. But I still am I guess I can't be confused since the first week is over. I always thought the Jesters room was a confessional, but it feels like it's becoming the Jesters room, like the hangout room, so that has quickly pivoted and become something else, which is totally fine. I just thought it was going to be this one thing, and I still wish it would have become this one thing, and then maybe even just have like a third thing, the actual hangout room that's on live constantly, right?
No, facts. Yeah. So one thing I'll say to your point to that is there was three major things that brought a lot of people into the LCU as far as fans. One was the Boogie Cancer arc. Yes. A lot of people came in during it because they had like over 25,000 live concurrent viewers when all this shit was happening, when you had your Mudahars, your fucking Mr. Medicers, and someone else was up there. I forgot who it was. Destiny, right? Mm-hmm. So we had the three of them who are big fucking, at the time anyway, big fucking names of YouTube that were on Lolcow Live shitting on one man for faking cancer. That's going to get views. It just is what it is.
Yeah, and cancer's a big algorithm word.
Exactly. And then the other one was the original Fat Camp, right? The original Fat Camp also brought a lot of people in, regardless, because what happened, right? The day that the Wings and Kelly thing happened, that I think that has almost 300,000 views last time I saw, and it could have climbed from then. Who fucking knows? Then the last thing is ALR coming in the girl world clashing with the LCU, right? So that's three major events that brought a lot of people in, a lot of fan bases in, and all that shit. Mm-hmm. Now, when people don't know how the original camping trip went, didn't follow that thing, especially people that weren't there, like I was there, I saw a lot of this shit. I think expectations for what they were able to do are different for the OG people compared to the new people. Because if they didn't watch Fat Camp minute to minute last year, and they knew the challenges they went through and what the expectations were and like what happened, and they're trying to compare it to something they didn't watch all of, I'm not going to say that it's unrealistic, but I think that people just need to take it for what it is and just watch it with no expectations.
I think that's fair, because you see that we have all these new communities coming in, not just Girl World, but obviously as time goes on, new people come in. And they may not even just have like any expectations, because they may not have even watched any of that content, like you said. So it's like when they come in with nothing, they have like a flat baseline of it, and they still seem disappointed, though. I feel like that says something to me, because they already have this expectation of something. So I don't know. I feel like that is, I don't know. I do feel like it still feels unorganized because of the bar Keem even set himself. He's like, we are so much better planned this year. We have all these great ideas. Everyone hit a lot of goals, and like from their own shows going to Fat Camp, that a lot of things have fallen through. The people haven't shown up for, and I don't feel like there's enough pivoting going on for it yet after this first week is ending. And I don't feel like a lot of these promises have come through yet. And that's where a lot of people, I think, are feeling a little let down.
Well, here's one thing, like, especially the smaller shows need to realize, right, is like this weekend, Live's going to be live for, I think they said, 10 hours or 12 hours?
Yeah,
like,
they're doing a big thing since it's like the first official weekend where most people are there.
Yep. And then I think Queens is going to take up some time as well, right? But you got to think, right, the two OG shows, right? Fuzz, fuck you. I hope Donovan Mitchell gets an Achilles tear.
Achilles. Why'd you call it Achilles?
Achilles tear.
You said Achilles.
Achilles.
Yeah, there you go.
Fuck you. So Keem even said on Queens that live is going to take majority of the time because Live is paying for it. And that's what happened last year. There was only one Starlink, unfortunately, and again, lessons were learned. Mm-hmm. But since Live took up majority of the time, Live agreed to pay for the whole thing. Right? That's basically what happened. The other thing that was brought up on Queens was Keem saying that all the equipment was Lolcow Live equipment, and basically all the other hosts are using Lolcow Live equipment in order to
stream their shows.
Yeah, make it all happen. So whenever equipment was taken from Gesture, it depends on how you look at it, right? So we're all under the umbrella of the LCU, right? But if we're going to put out that each show has to have its own equipment, he was even saying, Queens, they can start taking, like, I think the number he used was 5,000. Obviously, we don't know. That's not our business. But if he said if you take 5,000 off of what they made, right, as a collective, not just from one, but from their four splits from it, 5,000 off for like 2 or 3 months, they can start buying their own equipment. So it's like, if that's the standard that's being set now, I don't know what the future is going to look like, especially for these smaller shows. Because if you start that, like, all right, you got to start buying your own equipment to use if you want to do other shit. Does that mean like Chubby has to start buying equipment? Does that mean fucking Babe has to start buying equipment? Does that mean fucking whoever, whatever shows on there, they have to buy their own equipment now?
Let me just pause you right there, because I think I didn't hear this quote specifically, but I think you maybe means in terms of at least just IRL events, right? Because that's the only time when they would all need to come together and have specifically their own show's equipment. That's the only time it would make sense to me, right? Otherwise, we all have our own things, we all have our own setups. So that's the only time I can think of that it would make sense to me that they would have their own things.
Well, the other reason I bring that up is we are all under one company, right?
Right.
So you could make the argument: does the company own the equipment, or does the show own the equipment?
Right.
Because if we're all underneath one company, and if the company owns the equipment, then technically all the shows underneath the company should be able to have access to that equipment. That's how I see it.
And it's a little confusing because, we're all under the umbrella of this company, but we're all like independent contractors and we all supply some of our own equipment. But some of it's theirs.
I mean, like I said, we could go deep into this conversation. This is not against you. I'm just saying, like, we could go deep into this.
No, we could, because it's a lot. Yeah.
So it's just kind of like one of those things. But there's also tax write-offs, so that's another topic for another day.
I mean, tax write-offs are only good if, quote unquote, you have the funds to even make the purchases or the credit. But Millie makes a good point: is like the smaller shows shouldn't have set goals for Fat Camp without getting them approved, in her opinion. And I mean, to some extent, because like, look at the I'm gonna harp on this because everyone else is, because it was a pretty big letdown, like the Grimm stuff, like him not coming and not getting them something he promised, like his promises being let down, was a huge downfall. It let a bunch of people down, and the size of the show doesn't even matter. But if you make a big promise and then you fall through, it leaves Keem scrambling, and he's kind of left holding the bag in that situation, and you just look really dumb.
Here's the other thing too, right? And I'm not trying to harp on this, but look what happened with Nightmare in the America trip. He took a massive L, because he set all these goals and didn't do it, unfortunately, because of other circumstances. But I'm just saying this as an example, right? But I mean, at the end of the day, if people make a goal, they don't meet it, they got to answer for it, right? That's why like here, like whenever I set a goal, or I try to set a goal, I always make sure I can do the motherfucker before I even set it, because when you have to be able to fund it, right? Before, because let's just say we set $1,000 goal and we meet the $1,000 goal, I got to make sure I have $1,000 to spend, because I'm not recouping that money for another month and a half.
Right, and that just seems like basic, honestly.
Yeah, but people don't think like that.
You would think that. Millie says, to clarify, I'm talking about shows like Gay, The Sleepover at Snake Island, and pool content. I would feel like, Millie, though, to your point, that stuff like that, I guess, because that would
technically still have time, though.
Yeah, but I feel like to those, we still have time, for one, and I guess I could see the point to that, because it would take the mobile equipment. So I guess that makes sense. I feel like the shows were kind of left at a disadvantage too then to plan things, because it's like, how can you plan content if we didn't necessarily know some of the setups too, which kind of sucks.
This is one of those things where it's a lot of new people that didn't go last year. So they had different expectations. Like, if I would have went this year, bro, I would have look, I already know what's going to happen. I ain't planning shit. It's all going to be at the spur of the moment. Like, I can, if I know the situation ahead of time, we could plan, but I'm not going into Fat Camp with plans, because I knew what happened last year. Because like last year, I was supposed to do like a live cooking cafe stream, because we had a goal for that, and I had to make it up by uploading it as members only content, because it was a member goal. That was one thing I did. The other thing was I was supposed to do the Roxy immersion therapy with the Chucky doll. Luckily that wasn't on a goal, so I didn't have to backtrack on that. But I spent $150 on a Chucky doll I never got to use, and I didn't even return it. I just threw the bitch away. So I was just pissed. But that's beside the point. It's just some people just have unrealistic expectations, but I think all of them are learning that when Fat Camp 3 comes along, they're all going to treat this shit totally differently.
If there is a Fat Camp 3.
Yeah.
But just
Yeah,
to make it something crazy, something different, let's get into some of the stuff you wanted to show, Ken.
Hell yeah. By the way, Izzy Love, I saw your message before you left it. Like, if I were to get on bus, would I still host this show? That's not up to me. If I'm asked, I would say yes. I'd like to keep doing this show. Because you got to think about it, right? Tech Protect has Crypt and he has Bus. So I don't see why I couldn't stay here and also do Bus.
Mm-hmm.
But,
I don't see that
either.
either. That'd be great. Just like old Voltascoot and you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he was able to do it, and fucking, like, Tech Protect's able to do it, so why can't I do it? Right?
Exactly. So we have
but,
some stuff we wanted to look over. There's also some good, like, GIFs in the forum again, the current moments or whatever in the discussions tab. And then there's also some good stuff in the docket. And then that photo we were looking at before we got on air. There's, like, a few things, not a whole lot, because, like we said, not a whole lot even happened yesterday, but...
Yeah. Lanky is the name. What up, bro?
Good morning,
as far
dude.
as far as the weekend goes, if live's going 10 hours, like, bro.
Oh yeah, sorry guys, I will not be here this weekend then if that's what the plan is.
Yeah, like this is my last weekend before my trip, and I got shit I got to do. So y'all enjoy live content.
Yeah. Cash will not be streaming this weekend. We are not even going to plan for that if that's going to be the case. Like, let Live and Queens have their thing. Go enjoy them.
Yeah, because they deserve all the love, right? They deserve like everything. So, and then Millie said should have waited till Fat Camp to make these goals, not beforehand. Just my opinion. I 100%.
I think they wanted to be able to like plan if they needed to bring things, which makes sense. And I understand that, but it's also like, I don't know. I feel like the ingenuity of working with what you have at camp would also be good too.
But what's the one thing a lot of them are not utilizing right now?
A lot. I don't know what's there, so I couldn't tell you.
No, but like the one thing we can clearly see they're not using.
The pool.
Space.
Oh, I thought you meant more of like an actual object, not like just...
No. How about space?
It went a little over my head. Yeah, absolutely. Like they're not moving around.
It's a little early.
It is. But yeah, they're not moving around. Like they all feel like very just confined to their seats. Even at home, some of them move around more. So I don't know why they feel so stuck in that area. You're very right.
Well, here's the other thing. You have one of these. You can do shit with that. Like let's just say like some of them could like drive out to like a town or some shit, do like IRL, like literally like the host together can do like an IRL or some shit, and
have someone call in and someone be at the table and someone produce. See, that's so smart and like spontaneous.
Yeah, like there's plenty of shit, dude. Like, and hopefully lessons are learned for the newer hosts going there this year, so that way again, like when shit happens again, they can figure it out. But
I agree.
Again, I think yesterday was the best content of the entire time. They fucking had a banger. It was an ode to the original episode of Fat Camp the very first day, and I'd love to see it. But anyways, let's get into some shit.
Ma'am.
So you want to pull up first? You want me to pull up?
I would like you to, because I'm not entirely sure how I would get into the docket because of Discord being the screen that I have open in OBS. You'll have to walk me through that.
So all you got to do is copy and paste the link into a browser. And then open up the browser.
So how would I get to that though, being in Discord while I have Discord as my OBS screen? Like, would I change it to Facecam?
No, you would share screen and put the browser on your second monitor, and then just share screen to that monitor. That way, whatever you click, they see. Right,
but so how would I get to it before though, without showing everything else like on the way there, if that makes sense?
You have two monitors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
right now I have it as like Discord on my left and then OBS on my right.
All right, perfect. So this is what you're going to do. I'm going. So whenever you do this, take off your cam. Just show yourself. Don't show Discord.
Right. So just show Facecam.
Yes. Can you do that real quick?
Yep.
All right. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to message you the link to the docket. Okay. Right. So check your messages. Open that up, and then just copy and paste that into like a browser link. And then move that like over your OBS. So that way, whenever like you go to share the screen, it's just that. And then whenever you got to open up, go back to us in Discord, like the cam to us in Discord. And then that way you can just kind of like go back and forth. Yeah, the whole boogie thing. Yeah, we need to talk about that too, because that was fucked up. And people say he assaulted Mike with. So here's the thing, right? If Mike says there was no crime committed, there's no crime committed.
Okay,
Mike would have to do that.
So when it comes up, it just gives me it doesn't give me links to the shows. We just got like the timestamp ones, correct?
Yep, that's it. Yeah, so just click the link, open it up. Do you have a YouTube account with no ads?
No. I watch ads because I spend my money on other things. So if you want to do the pulling them up based on that, then that's fine.
I mean, like we can do it either way, right? Like, remember, you can always get YouTube Premium as a tax write-off every month. Just add that shit up.
I could, but I have to go buy another. I have to go buy another house here shortly, Ken. Not more Squishmallows.
Bitch, you can't afford $10 a month.
I can, but I don't want to, because I have to go buy another hundreds of $1,000s house here soon, Ken. It's called Choices. I know it's not your problem. I'm just explaining to you. You don't want to sit through an ad with me, Ken? Then you pull it up.
Not at all. The fuck do I want to sit with an ad? Look, ads are like that uncomfortable like silence. Like you're watching something, right?
An uncomfortable silence. You talk all the fucking time. Then you pull up the clip, Ken.
No. This is what I'm saying. Like, let's just say, like, not like whatever, right? You and someone are watching TV. You're in it to win it. Then an ad comes up. What do? You just watch the ad? Do you talk?
Skip it, yeah.
But sometimes you can't skip ads, Mel.
Do you not have a good attention span? Are you one of those like kids?
Uncomfortable silence, Mel. That's what this is about. Uncomfortable silence.
Yeah, you don't deal with silence very well, right? Or dead air, as you call it.
No, actually, that what's funny about this. I enjoy silence, but the problem is too much silence makes me nervous. Because I feel like someone can be like watching me.
Constant subscriptions are a bank drain. I agree with that.
Yeah, so that's the funny part about this, Foster Rider. I don't know if y'all remember the Cutting the Cord initiative, like, what, 7, 8 years ago?
I would say it's even longer than that. Netflix has been a thing since I was like in middle school.
Well, no, I'm talking like when like every single fucking channel had its own app.
Mm-hmm.
Like you subscribe to the app that you want to watch because you're paying for all these channels you don't watch. So just subscribe to us to only watch us, right?
Yeah.
It's to the point now. Prices have gone up so high on fucking subscriptions for applications. People are going back to cable because cable's cutting their price so much because they lost so much business. So they're literally
stupid.
They're going back to it. That's why I do a little thing called IPTV.
Interesting.
IPTV is shit.
I also just watch the ad because I don't care, and it's good for your attention span.
No, it's not.
Play the fucking clips, Ken.
We're having this conversation. How is it good for your attention span to watch a fucking clip?
Because I know people who can't even go through like a less than 10-second ad without picking up their phone because like that's what they're so conditioned to do. That's fucked.
I mean, that's fair. But you know what's funny about this? I watched a video on psychology, right?
Sure. Okay, Iceman.
No. Hear me out. This is actually legit. Hear me out. There was a professor of like psychology or some shit at some fucking like high-end school. I forgot the name of it. But the Oxford, Yale, whatever the fuck. And he said, one thing people are afraid of is being bored.
Yep.
He's like human beings have been programmed now to they always have to be doing something. Like people just can't sit there. He was like, because the problem is when you sit there with nothing to do, you start thinking about yourself. And when a lot of people think about themselves, they think about their failures because a lot of times they don't want to avoid that. And he was like, if you just take 5 to 10 minutes a day and just be bored and self-reflect, he was like, that would change your life so much because you tell yourself how to be a better person. Because, 9 times out of 10, like you're not going to listen to nobody else giving you advice. You're just not, right? Because, we've had this argument back and forth about, humans people can do whatever they want. They're adults. But a lot of times if you sit there and you're bored, your brain just automatically goes to that because you're trying to fill a void.
Okay, I need the TLDR.
I just gave it to you.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's
so
a lot longer than that.
I
But
feel
I'm
like
giving
that proves my point that you should be able to watch an ad or have an ad and not have to pay for premium. That literally just like makes my point.
my point is just sit down with nothing and just stare at a black screen and just think.
Okay, then I guess we're not watching any clips today, guys. We're just gonna sit here and stare at the screen.
Guys, we're going to do the world's quietest stream. You ready? Don't fuck me up. All right, let's get into it. So, Don just said I can't. I love that people use that, right? Because you'll have to understand, like in the beginning, so many people gave me shit for not saying can't, right?
Mhm.
So many people. And now it's a brand. Now it's a brand and it's fucking amazing.
I've created a monster. My husband says that.
Oh, he says I can't?
Uh-huh.
I'm telling y'all, it fits. It fits. Like
No.
I fucking can't. All right, let's get into it. So, yesterday, Nightmare and fucking Dipshit finally came to blows. Finally. And they did their thing on Snake Island, right? And the best part is when I turned it on, right? Because I was finishing up dinner, made burgers last night. Haven't had burgers in a while. I
Hell
saw
yeah.
Albert. I saw Albert. You know what I was thinking to myself?
That's one tall motherfucker. And then, hey, hold on. I'm distracted by Kalo and his fucking mask over here. But
He's an idiot.
What'd you think about that? He's an idiot, Albert or Kalo?
Kalo.
I
You
have so
know-
many thoughts about this frame right here. There's fucking Albert by the cross. There is fucking Xylee looking like, I'm gonna say it and I don't care if I get hate for it. She's looking like a lesbian, like at a softball game, just hanging out. And then there's fucking Tech. And then Ultra. Ultra is taller than I thought he was, now that I have people for comparison.
Yeah.
And then it
So-
looks so fucking windy. Okay, continue.
No, it's definitely windy as shit. So, me and Albert are the same height.
No shit. I thought he was like a little bit shorter than you.
It depends. Like it's basically the same. I mean, like not even an inch difference. Like it just depends, right? But we're
Okay.
basically the same height. What I was thinking is, if I was there, I'd be where Albert is. If I was there,
Some random spot in the center.
no, he was supposed to like be there just in case, like ref or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Just
But
in
anyway.
case. Okay.
In case, right? But anyways, the best part was when it was over. It was just two Teletubbies running around.
That's what I was just gonna read too, because it got me with the Teletubbies part.
Facts.
Ooh, SSO says it's a WWE mask. Who the fuck in the WWE wears a lamb mask? Do I not know
Yeah,
something?
What the fuck? Who were they?
Yeah, what?
The Wyatt family. I think.
Millie says, Yo Mama reacting to this was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Oh yeah. You know, your mama owes Wings some money.
I did hear that there was money placed on some of these people.
Yeah. So fucking
Eric
It was
Rowan says SSO.
yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Interesting.
It was supposed to be $100, but your mama said he's only paying him 50.
That's funny.
It's fucking great. All right.
Hold on,
Bro.
pause. Who's
The breathing-
doing this camera?
The breathing.
Yeah, who is doing this? Who's Grim?
Rim.
Oh my god, he sounds so out of shape. It sounds like a Blair Witch Project thing.
Let me see if I can find it really quick, bro. Because it was a scene. There was like one part. Like
Oh, there's
bro,
Turbo.
look at Turbo, bro. Just chilling.
That could have been him and ALR. They could have been holding hands in some wheelchairs.
Yo. That. Oh yeah.
He looks so comfy, right?
Oh yeah. No, I'm talking about him and ALR, bro. Like just sitting there on that thing.
Emily would have been in heaven, and like they could have been having the grandest old time. They could have been walking their little laps together, getting some exercise, but no.
You talk about sinkage.
Yeah.
Turbo actually walked. I'm proud of him.
I've seen that a few times now. Like he's killing it.
What pisses me off is that some bitch still hasn't come up here. I'm not letting that.
Well, now
go.
he's busy, but
No, I don't give a fuck. He can make time. All right.
we're not that special, Ken. Come on.
Oh, fuck that. You may not be that special, but I'm that fucking special. Okay. I'm a day one motherfucker. There's not a lot of us left. I am special.
Okay, well, put it in a DM, Ken, and tell him how special you are.
Him. I'll do it public.
Do it.
I'll do it public.
Do it, bitch.
Like legit. Like, so again, I was making dinner, right? Because I really didn't see this shit. And I turned this shit on, and that's what I see. Right. I turn it on, literally, that's what I see.
All right.
So I took a picture with my phone and I put it in main chat. I was like, what, who the fuck? I'm like, what is happening? What is this? And people were like, oh, that's Turbo, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, ain't no fucking Turbo. And then I tagged him, I'm like, Turbo, this is you? Motherfucker never responded to me.
How did they get him down there? Did he like step down or like roll down?
Who fucking knows? Menstrual Rage is supposed to be Fuck Off Ken Friday. We didn't hit the goal, Menstrual Rage.
Yeah, sorry about it. So
You
now
gotta
we
deal
get
with
him.
me.
But we are taking the weekend off, so
And-
no cash weekend.
And Monday, you'll have to deal with her. We could have had our solo shows, but no, you couldn't do it.
No, they
You
enjoy
can't
us,
do
just berating the fuck out of each other.
Yeah, because you fucking suck.
Yeah, and so do you. You're not much better.
I'm only in my 30s for 11 more days, and this is how you're treating me.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, Mel.
You'll get over it. You literally will forget, and then you won't even care.
I mean, you're probably when I get back, I'll forget this whole entire conversation.
Exactly. So
You
Foster
need to
says
think about
Turbo let it slip that Keem told him he had to walk in order to go to fat camp. That makes sense. And look, guess what? He did it. And he's killing it.
Oh yeah, facts.
So
I'm
he'll probably
proud
make
of you.
it to next fat camp if there is one. ALR, on the other hand, maybe not.
Like, truth be told, like all bullshit to the side, I'm proud of the motherfucker. I mean, if he's walking, it's been a year since this motherfucker took a step.
Dude,
He's
yeah.
walking. It's amazing. That literally is amazing. So I'm happy for him.
Hell
But yeah, bro, I was like, what the fuck is happening? I had to show that. I had to. But anyways, they went at it.
That's a great shot, too.
Tech looking like Jeffrey Dahmer. You know what I mean? So the audio was complete fucking ass, right? And I'm not saying it's their fault because they're using transmitters and wind and like all that shit. So it's not their fault, right? I'm just
Yeah,
going to turn this down.
Thank you. That was going to be my suggestion.
Turn this down just a little bit.
These are just great freeze frames, too, though.
Oh, yeah. This should have been the thumbnail, Mel. This should have been the thumbnail. Fuck you. Mr. Rage Grandpa Ken. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Continue.
Nah, this is pissing me off, bro. Motherfuckers calling me grandpa. This is pissing me off.
If the shoe fits, Ken, and you have a big ass foot, so you should not be picky about the shoes that fit.
1 second. All right. I gotta head out for like I gotta bring the dog downstairs in a little bit.
You gotta get the baby.
Because our dog Nala Bear, right? She's 14, 15. She's a lap chow mix.
Mm-hmm. I've seen her.
You know what?
She's adorable.
Yeah. When it comes to the steps, I gotta take her up and down. So I gotta go do that real quick. So
Absolutely.
I'll go and just do it now, and then that way we don't have to like stop.
You're
in the middle
okay.
of the
I got it. Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll be right back.
Absolutely. Yeah, intense visuals. They just look so serious in this freeze frame. It's kind of crazy, right? So Foster says, well, yeah, it's a liability to have an immobile person there. Abby said, we just don't understand how heavy her bag is. I don't know. I feel like it's her problem, right? It's literally fat camp. I remember last year when ALR was still monetized, and I specifically remember when they were doing like the chanting of her name and they like did her initials wrong. And Jordy, who is like an ALR channel, covered that. And we thought it was so funny that they were chanting her initials wrong. Like, I remember that. And that seems not so long ago, but it really was. It was like a whole year ago now. And she was like, "Oh, I might go, and then I might just stay for a little while, but it's so far," because it was in the same place and she was still living in Oklahoma. And a whole year ago, and she still is making the same excuses, right? She literally is never gonna change. She has shown us that she is the same person every year over and over again. It's the same person. Oh, Jobin, good morning. I need you to have blue hair and blue beard soon. Thank you very much. Menstrual says, I think 2 hosts who were invited and didn't go have no room to talk shit about ALR not going. You mean me and Ken? We weren't invited. I don't know what you're talking about, Willis. But also, I can talk all the shit I want. That's part of my job. You should have heard her on fire this morning, almost as vapid as Buzz. Was she on fire this morning? Honestly, it wasn't even this morning for her. It's like nighttime for her. That's what she does. Is she gets on other shows that aren't Buzz and talks all her shit and then goes to sleep. And then when Buzz comes around, she has nothing left to offer. It makes absolutely no sense. Terrific Trey says ALR will always have an excuse. 100%. Absolutely 1000%. Unless it like benefits her, unless like everyone's kissing her ass to go, absolutely she always will. It literally makes no sense. She had been offered to do interviews before in her career. She'd been offered to like go places in her career. And those even benefited her. And they were going to make things as easy as possible. And she still won't do it. It's ridiculous. Park Jimin, you were invited? I was not invited. I very much was banned. So I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Foster, you mean Abby was vapid or ALR was vapid? I feel like that phrase fits for both people. I don't know. My puppies are here this morning, though, in case you haven't seen them. They are some sleepy babies. Because it's so cold here. Oh, no, my monitor's in the way. Turn! Got 1, 2, and 3 just sleeping away. And whenever they want to wake up, they wake up. Wonder Woman was banned and she arrived last night. Was she banned or could she just not go? I really can't remember, but yes, she did arrive last night. We are getting to that. Did you get the puppy?
Of course. You see the hair? Got some hair on me.
No, I can't really see just because it's like part of the green screen almost. I don't know how to describe it. They said we can't talk shit because we were invited and didn't go.
Technically, everyone. Whoa, never mind. Can't say that because that's not true.
I said they could eat shit because we can still talk shit. It's our job.
I had a reason to, though. I had a reason I couldn't go. A very important reason.
I still say we can talk shit because it's our job. And then I said I was not invited. I was actually banned. So
it's true. Although if I would have went, I think you would have came too.
I mean, I would have tried. I do also have my own shit going on, and then I ended up being banned. So it's like, why would we have all spent that money?
Yeah, that's fair.
So let's get back into this awesome, epic WWE style fight.
Yeah.
Wait, why doesn't he have shoes on?
On their feet, bro. Well, he got socks on at least. I'll give him that.
That's so weird.
Yeah. People with their feet out. I can't.
It's weird.
But anyways, this was basically over in like a minute, if that. I mean, I'll give Tech credit, bro. At least he showed up, right? He showed up at least. Bro, hold on. Pause. Look at the height. Look at the height difference, bro.
Yeah, that's weird. No, look at all of them in front of Albert. That's the funny part.
Like, yeah, think about it, right? Like, because, you know, just for equation, like I said, me and Albert are the same height. Like, just, this is insane.
We need to do a full height lineup before camp is over.
We should, actually. I think that'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, like, and then Nightmare's just standing there looking at him and texting his stance, and Nightmare's just like, all right, bro. Like, I got this.
It's a little interesting.
Yeah, it wasn't even a fight exactly. So if I remember right, it was supposed to be like a sumo, so it was just pushing, right? The idea was you push each other until one gets put in the water. That was kind of like the deal, right?
Interesting.
Obviously, taking the back issues, he landed wrong apparently, and then bam. But yeah, bro, like Nightmare fucked him up. For what it was, Nightmare fucked him up, and then Tech was like, "Let's get the gloves out," and they're like, "No, we're not doing that." But apparently, there's a rumor. The temperature drops, and they still want to do it. They may be willing to do it.
I don't know. That's like we can keep harping on it because that's literally our job. Is I'm just annoyed. And I think that's part of why the temperature rose so quickly is because people had feelings. They were told that this like fighting was going to be available, and now the fighting isn't available. And now it's like, oh no, I have feelings and I wanted to put your face in, and now I can't put your face in because, you know, GTS didn't show up.
Yeah, again, unrealistic expectations.
Yeah. Yes. That.
They're putting trust into lol cows.
Yeah.
Like let's just start there. Why in the fuck would you trust a lol cow? Let's just
I know.
Let's just put it into perspective, right?
I mean, I'm one of those people who will trust you until you give me a reason not to, but so that doesn't mean I can't be disappointed.
You got to earn my trust.
But you can't just earn it though without giving them an opportunity to, you know? Otherwise, that doesn't make sense.
You can. You know how you do that?
How?
You become vulnerable.
Both people have to be vulnerable then.
Exactly.
That's literally earning that trust then though.
You have to be vulnerable to either be happy or mad with somebody, right? Because if you close off your feelings towards someone, that means you have no love or hate or like or dislike whatever to them.
Right.
You have to be willing to accept, and I don't mean romantic feelings. Like let's not put that out, because when people say feelings,
like
right?
Follow through.
Exactly. If you have to open yourself up to either being mad at this person, hating this person, liking this person, really liking the person, whatever, right? But if you just shut it all off, you can't be vulnerable. Because, I mean, vulnerable has a certain connotation to it, but vulnerability is such a wide umbrella. People don't want to, like, put a lot of shit underneath it, but it makes sense.
Yeah, it does. All right, continue.
Robert Keaton, Luka had 60 and our Lakers won. You damn right, Robert Keaton.
Oh my God, fuck your Lakers.
Damn right, Robert Keaton. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Turtle, bro. Like a turtle.
Get up. Get up. Go. Come on, Tech.
And Tech used to wrestle. That's the funny part. See, that's the problem, right? That's the problem. Tech is short.
Yeah.
So him trying to like go up for the neck and bring him down was not going to work, because all Nightmare had to do was just sit up and it would have been over, right? Tech should attack the center of gravity because he's shorter than him. He would have that advantage. And he's such a fucking unit. If he just fucking grabbed him by the waist and just like pushed forward, Nightmare ain't stopping him. I'm just saying. That's my opinion. Could be wrong, but that's my opinion.
I think there was definitely like, sorry, I was forming my thoughts there based on like what I was seeing. I think there was like a mix of confusion there because I'm hearing, and you guys are saying that like, oh, it was supposed to be sumo style, but I don't know. I definitely just don't feel like that's what that was. The way that they were like rolling around and like throwing hands almost. It definitely, I think in sumo, it's more about like pushing from like here, isn't it? I'm probably thinking way too hard about this.
No, it is. But the problem is though, they couldn't get like, if they had sumo suits, yes, it'd be a whole lot easier. But when you just got body and your arms aren't constricted, right? It's going to end up being grappling. I think basically what it ended up being was no punches, no kicks, no headbutts, no striking, like just grapple. I think that's what it ended up being. That's what it looked like to me anyway. Like basically push and shove. That's all you can do.
Right.
So
that makes sense, I guess.
That Tech wrestled a bag of chips and lost two putt three. Zali was so cringe, you know.
Yeah, Dog Mom though, yeah, sounds like she's cheering her son on in a sports game. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a wrap right there.
You wanna get up? You gotta get up.
Yeah, Tech complaining won't let him get up. That ain't how it works.
I think his socks say as fuck too on some grass. Like,
Oh yeah, he was slipping and sliding. You could tell he was slipping and sliding. Now, if Tech was a wrestler, what he should have done when Nightmare was fucking bent over on him and shit, he should have fucking like stood up real quick and grabbed his neck and pushed him down because he
Yeah.
would have used all his momentum against him.
wrap
I
the
did
fucking
wrestling.
hips or something, dude.
Yeah, like I did wrestling too, right? So like being like I was in the 215 weight class, right? So we were some big dudes. So whenever like dudes like came at me and shit, right? I always tried to like move their momentum downward to fucking like put them on the map.
Your commentary is sucking. Xylee would yell at you for talking over the clip, and I can't pause it. I love that Nightmare's like ponytail is flopping around.
And but Monday. So, but yeah, I mean, this is what I'll say, right? And Tech even said this, I believe, on Bus or on, yeah, I think it was on Bus. It was like, or no, Nightmare said it on Cracked. I'm sorry. Nightmare said it on Cracked. He said, walking into that, one of them was going to be embarrassed. One of them was going to like take the shit. So both of them walking in knowing that, right? You got to give them both props. Yeah, like, yeah, Nightmare won. Yeah, he got his flowers and all that. Yeah, cool. But I mean, again, the problem is when you talk a lot of shit saying I'm the strongest fucking dude, no one can outdo me. Like I can beat anybody's ass if I wanted to. When you say shit like that, like Tech was saying, because he said he can do all this other shit. He was wanting to fight Albert and all this. Like, bro, you can't talk a lot of shit like that. You just can't.
I agree.
That's how I feel.
I agree though with Foster that like Xylee was so cringe. The way she's just yelling and like hyping him up, like that was like her son on the first day of kindergarten. I fully agree.
Yeah. Dog Mom, the whole thing was so cringe. There was just belly flat flopping everywhere. I mean, but it is what it is. Apparently they're good. They settled their shit. You know what I mean? So greener pastures for everybody.
Yeah, you fully believe that.
Yep.
Oh my god, JVit17, that's my man, Xylee quote. That's exactly the energy it gives. And I said that the other day, like when Tech came and I think it was on Cracked before this fight happened when he was like woken up and a lot of this like started after Jester's. And Xylee got in between them, like I said, and had faced Tech first. That's the energy it gives, is like, that's my man or that's my son.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely get that, but I mean, was it a little cringe? Yeah, but I mean, like you're in the moment, you're cheering on your dude, right?
Oh yeah,
Not
your dude. See,
right? Well, her co-host, like you know, what I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Shut up.
I mean, you say that, but like if you were having your own shit there's a lot that has to happen before I'm gonna get in there and be like, yeah, Ken, go Ken and Barbie. See.
Don't ever do that. Diogo said, Tech deserved the humiliation. He's been lying about his past for so long, always placed himself as better than anyone else, but everyone sees he is full of shit. I mean, that's why, like, I'm the type of person, I don't talk about what I can do. I don't talk about what I've done, really.
Be about
There's
it.
just no point, right?
It's like Amber saying, I played soccer on the blue team, and then being like, bitch, okay, go play some soccer now. Look at her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And what was it like when they all kind of like went down and Nightmare was saying shit about like his girl and all that shit. Like my issue was this. I'm the type of dude, like if my wife was sitting right next to me, because this was going on in my head. If I look like an asshole, that makes her look like why the fuck is she with this dude? Like it's just kind of all this other shit. And I would just be like, I'd look at her and be like, yo, care if I whoop this dude's ass? Or whatever. And then if or honestly, she'd probably just want to leave and get out of the situation because she doesn't want to be around violence. She doesn't want to be around like that shit. Like she thinks it's dumb, right? And I get that. And I just feel like I'm an extension of her and she's an extension of me. So if one of us looks like an idiot, we both look like idiots. That's how I see it.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's like one of those things. Like obviously, if someone touches her, or like it goes past that point. But like, if someone's like dogging me out and they just happen to say like, I'm gonna make your wife question if she wants to marry you or some shit, like we're towing a line. But like if someone called her like a cunt or like some bitch, yeah, then all that shit's out the door. But that's just how I am. Like, it takes a lot for me to flip that switch, but when I flip that switch, things happen.
All right.
People can say all they want to with me,
This isn't
but
just
like
an
when she starts getting involved or she starts becoming a part of the conversation, then yeah, I'll be like, all right, bro, like, let's calm down. Like, let's. I try and give everyone a reason for me not to get involved.
I think
That's
that
all.
makes sense, and that seems very you.
That's all I'm saying. Like, because again, being a bigger guy, it's a lose-lose. Unless it was like me and Albert or some shit, then yeah, okay. But if it's like me and like Tech Protect, I'm just using that as an example, like me and Nightmare, right? It's a lose-lose for
I
me.
feel like you
because
can't just always assume that though, because I don't know, maybe that's just
it's
me.
how I grew up. It's how I grew up.
Right.
Because I was always like the bigger guy. So like whenever like people came at me or whatever, it'd be like, damn Ken, motherfucker's little as shit, why you gonna whoop his ass like that? Like,
Mm-hmm.
or like if a little dude whoops my ass, damn that dude little as shit, why you let him beat your ass like that? Like
Right, you're gonna get those two extremes because people were having similar comments about like Nightmare and Tech. They're like, oh, look at these two bodies, and they're like comments about this body, comments about that body, and then that's how they were like making their, justifications.
yeah. But they're both under 6 feet tall, so like a lot of that doesn't count.
They weren't even talking about height though. They were specifically just talking
I'm
about
trying to be funny because I'm tall. You ruined the joke.
you got to give a better infliction with your jokes, Grandpa. Okay, do you want to move on to this Wonder Woman stuff? I got that pulled up.
We're all gonna talk like this.
That's not what we're doing today. We're not doing ASMR
We
stuff
are.
today. Oh my
We are.
God, shut up, Ken. Okay, so I have this
Today's
Wonder
the
Woman
day.
stuff pulled up. Would you
ASMR.
like to watch it?
No. All right, let's watch it. I'm just fucking with you, Mel. Jesus Christ.
I know, and that's why I was letting you just do your little geriatric thing.
According to Tech, he does analysis work, metadata, metadata, he says, social media, he says, being an analyst is what I do for a living, so I call it Tech in that specific light immediately. Shout out, Diogo.
Interesting. He's a local.
Ready when you are. Yeah.
If I went to Keem and said I'm hungry, he'd give me $1 and tell me to
So, can you still see and hear that then?
go get some chips.
All right, so hold on.
But
Pause it. Set up the clip. What are we watching? What happened?
So, if you can't see it already, Wonder Woman's at Fat Camp. I didn't think she was going.
I didn't either, honestly. Continue.
So she is there at the table with Grim and Cat Lady and Gidgey. I pulled the clip up a little bit before the docket said to, just to give it some context. And we have Grim in something. I don't know what this is, Ken. Do you know what this is? Like what he's wearing?
So there's a whole big joke about Grimm was Muslim. Did you know about this?
I've heard it, yeah.
All right, so basically it came out that Grimm lied about being Muslim.
Oh.
The reason why he was doing that was he didn't want to shave his beard. And he was saying that he only eats halal. He doesn't eat but here's the problem, right? He still ate pork, right? Because Muslims don't eat pork. He never did like his Friday thing, because that's like the Christian Sunday. That's the Muslim Friday.
Right. Okay.
So he never did that. He picked and chose what he wanted to like incorporate.
Right. Okay.
is
But I
not
mean,
Muslim.
Ultra does that too, and Ultra is Muslim, right?
Well, yeah, Ultra is Muslim, but it's like this. He lied, right? And
Okay.
that was the big thing. Like Grimm literally did not want to shave his beard, so it'd be like me saying I'm Muslim because I don't want to shave my beard. I never said that, right? I'm Greek Orthodox. I'm proud of that shit.
Gotcha.
But,
Okay, moving on.
you know,
And then Wonder Woman's totally wearing extensions. Her hair is not that long. Clock that.
facts.
And then we got Gidgey, who also doesn't look like she showered since she got there. Love
The
that.
unit. Gidgey's a unit, bro.
She is. I did not expect that. She iceberged hard. Okay, are you ready?
actually,
you get chips for $1.
Okay, I was being facetious.
Real
Get you the
quick,
volume.
Yes.
Yeah.
a random question just popped in my head, and I really want to ask it.
No, I will not have sex with you tonight. I don't know why you keep every night right before we end. You message me.
You're confusing me with Ultra. Okay, Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Oh,
Who?
hold on. Look at OBS.
Yes,
No, look at it.
I am. Oh, at
I'm
OBS.
sorry. Look at Live Studio. What do you see?
I don't have Live Studio up, but if I go back to it, It's catching up, but I don't know. What are you asking me?
When you were showing the clip, it was a black screen.
Okay, so how do I fix that?
Remember when I was telling you about sharing screens in Discord? You always got to like click and click to make sure it's visible, right? That's why I hate like whenever I play a clip, I always go to the second monitor, right? Because I ain't got to worry about that. And then when people like show a clip, it's not the whole screen, and they got to keep clicking because it goes black. So like, if you have this right now and you click off, that's where it's going to go black for the audience. So it's a teaching moment, right? It's a teaching moment.
So like, what do you mean? Like when I click off, what am I clicking off of?
So like, say like you have the window up and you just click anywhere that's not in that window, it's going to go black. The shared screen's going to go black because it thinks you're not watching it anymore.
Oh, so I have to like keep the mouse in the window that I'm sharing right now.
Yeah. So whenever you click play, you have to come back to Discord where that box is and click that box. So that way it pulls back up.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's what you have to do.
Will you be confronting first? Because you said you're here to confront some people IRL
Yes.
to their face.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes.
All right.
Besides Brandon.
Like that, or is then it
Yeah.
paused?
All right. So when you paused it, it went black again. It was working, but again, this is a teaching moment.
Yeah.
When it was playing, but when you paused it, it went black for the audience because you clicked off, right?
Right, to come back, you said to Discord. I don't know what you mean by come back to Discord then.
So you had the share screen window in Discord, right?
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you go to click play on your clip, you have to come back to Discord and click that box again, because when you click off of that box in Discord, it goes black.
Let me try again. So share my screen.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, share my screen, share that clip box.
Okay.
And then I would go to play the clip, and then once the clip is playing, go to make the clip box full screen. Is that going to do it?
So do you see in the Discord window, does the screen go black for you when you click off of it?
Yeah, it says like it's saving resources or something.
Yeah. So keep in mind, whatever you see on your screen is what the audience sees. So when it's black for you, it's black for them. So you have to make sure the clip is pulled up. So that way, if you can see it, they can see it. Because whatever's on your screen is what they see. So if it goes black for you, that means they can't see it.
So let me-
So I'm going to send you some links to like a
The
portable
Space
monitor.
Jam Triple Treat Box started.
You're gonna send me
that
a
way-
link to what?
A portable monitor for your PC. That way OBS can be on that and Studio can be on that. And then that way your second monitor can be for sharing clips. So that way you can just go to your second monitor whenever you're sharing a clip. That way you ain't got to worry about it no more.
I don't need 3 monitors. I already have 2.
Just trust me. It's beneficial. I didn't think it was either. And I spent $40 and got one, and it is so much smoother. I'm just trying to help you out, Mel. That's all I'm doing.
I just want to understand what you mean by like going back and forth in terms of
Hashtag justice for Grim. Womp, womp.
Do you see
Womp
it?
womp.
yes.
Do it.
I
Okay,
mean,
good.
Because here I can
Here,
confront him and say, "Don't you the freaks me they pay to be in there."
What?
womp, womp.
What the fuck
Does
did
that
you just
sound
put in
more
your
Welsh?
mouth?
Does that sound more Welsh?
Marbles.
It's not about it. You know, I started the womp womp,
Well,
right?
well,
Oh Jesus fucking Christ!
She hadn't said anything. You can't hear her because she hadn't said. Wait, is White Albert going to? I think we're waiting for his background check. Christ on a cracker.
So many people were waiting on.
so many people still coming.
Like all these people, right? They were begging to be here, right? So if you're begging to be here, I would imagine you can drop that at the drop of a hat. See, I wouldn't beg to be here because if I had to fly, I know damn good and well I couldn't afford that shit. So I'm not gonna say I want to go because I know Keem ain't gonna pay for that shit. Fuck, Keem ain't gonna pay for fucking food.
I didn't know what the point of that clip was. I missed it in the docket, so
Okay, it's fine. Let me pull it up real quick so I can take a peek. Where's it? Okay. Me. So I'm just curious.
yeah, I am too. Oh, it's at 143.35.
Yeah, I think that's off. Let me see some real quick.
Like, but genuinely, you don't have like your number one.
Yeah, so it's go to 143.30 and play it. Appreciate you, Mumu. Thank you so much. It's a learning lesson. She has to learn, right? So it's a learning lesson. I don't give a fuck. The more she knows, the more I can take a back seat.
Oh,
To their face.
nice.
Yes.
All right.
Besides Brantley, because you're gonna apologize to her, right?
yeah.
Is what I'm understanding. Or Keem. So besides them two, so put them to the side. Who are you confronting and going straight? Look, motherfucker. I heard what you said.
Yep. I can tell
Say it
you.
to my face.
I can tell you who I want to have a conversation with, but
right.
I can't
Who's
tell
the
you
first?
what order. I can't tell you what order. I don't know who's going to get
You
out
don't
of
know.
bed first.
You don't have like a hit list. You're like number one. Boom.
No, I just have names.
I talk over.
I don't believe that.
I talk over
So-
everyone. I was
She's a retard.
Pause. All right. So basically, Wonder Woman is going to go there to cause drama. She wants to confront people. Glamy's going to be high on that list because we all know Glamy and her own pit were fucking going at each other hard. Right? I mean, that one stream, me and fucking Sour Power up there, just fucking trying to like, not really like referee, but fucking, you know what I mean? It was a lot. So I'm pretty sure it's up there. Her and Nightmare always have issues, right? So I'm pretty sure she wants to confront Nightmare as well. Xylee, maybe Xylee. I'm not 100% sure. Rocky Yapper with the one gifted. Thank you so much, Rocky Yapper.
It seems like she's like dancing around it too. Like, oh, I don't know who I'm gonna run into first. Like, that's not what he's asking you. He's asking you just for like a generalized list.
What I want is Glamy and Wonder Woman in that theater room by themselves.
By themselves. You
That-
don't want no backup.
Yeah. No, that would be content. Just arguing, bro. Just them two arguing with no like referee or fucking like a middle person. Bruh. Content.
I mean, it could be, or it could be really bad. You never know. I mean, they're little.
Dawn, Glamy is there, by the way.
Yeah,
She
she
is
got there last night.
So, shout out. There's already problems starting. Her and fucking Tina fucking almost went at it. Her and Boogie were fucking arguing.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad. I don't know if we have that. I can pull that up if need be.
I have a timestamp for that. Or I had
Oh.
a timestamp because I don't know if that stream is still running or if it got reset for the day, but
So, like I said, since they had to shut it down, oh yeah, so it's live right now.
and
It's-
is it
Yeah, they're-
still
It's just steak.
is it like fresh though? Like did it reset or is it still from like overnight?
Nah, it's still from overnight.
Then it should be like negative 7 hours and 46 minutes roughly.
Let's see what's happening. No, that's just Ultra Gigi and fucking Fupa. Let me see something real quick.
Fucking cares.
But the next time you're drowning, Dave walks away.
Y'all and
Here we go.
I don't think Glamy's trying to fight anyone.
really. It's not.
Well, you best stick to Queens because I think Livescast is full right now. We got about 13.
You. You
Yup.
wanted to stop
It's my
talking
rate.
about
You
it.
ain't got the right to talk about it. You ain't got the right to talk about Tina.
Never talked about yours.
You can't really take a
That was all on
patient
you.
serious.
Keep doing
And
that.
furthermore, you say
So what they were basically arguing about is what she said to Tina about liking her essay, right? That's what basically the whole argument was, because she has a child that she must have liked it, and she immediately took it back, tried to apologize, followed over herself apologizing. It was all fucked up, right?
Mhm.
So Tina got up and was fucking like going at her ass. I'm trying to find. Someone had a
That's,
great idea.
I'm telling you. Oh, see, they did reset it because if it's this far back in the stream, then they must have. Oh wait, maybe not.
No, because this happened at like midnight, a little around midnight, and that's when the game was over. 'Cause I remember all this shit.
A little
So-
bit. Go to your left.
Well, no, I got it right here.
Okay.
This is Glamy first showing up and Tina's there, right?
Yeah,
So-
and that's when Tina, like, as soon as Glammy comes in that room and starts talking to her, it's shortly after that Tina's like, I'm done, like, whatever is up.
Yeah, I just want to show that part. Yeah, Rocky Apple with the 5 gifted. Thank you so much, Rocky Apple. You're fucking amazing. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you. You're amazing, Rocky. So Death Metal, subtract how much time has elapsed since midnight, and there you go. So here's the thing. Someone actually, I think it was Han Solo, actually suggested this. They should have like a local time, like clock Just
Mhm.
on the overlay, so that way if something happens, people can say, all right, at this time, this is what happened, instead of
Ooh.
trying to go back. Because, like, let's just say if something happened now, we're trying to tell Reapers, or someone tries to tell Reapers about it, they have to do the math and all that. But if they had like the local time as an overlay, that would help so much.
Or even if they had like a regular local clock, like you just said, in the red digital letters in between those two backlights, yeah, that would help.
Yeah, just something to help,
Mhm.
like, people just look over in clips and shit. That's so we're not locale broke anymore. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We can't let Hero beat us, guys. Like, holy fuck, you want Iceman to do better than us?
Yeah. Iceman. All right. Let's get it.
I was praying every night when you were sick. Praying to God.
Just talking to Tina right now.
Yeah.
Let me see something. Let me skip ahead a little bit.
It's shortly after this, yeah, because Glammy starts talking there.
Yeah. God, fucking loud.
Boogie's also screaming child grape apologist, just so you know.
I didn't hear a word you said over the screaming.
It's really not that serious. Is that what I said? Is that what I said?
Wait until somebody actually hears you and pays attention, because it ain't me. That's not exactly what happened.
He's saying child grape apologist, just so you know. That's what he's screaming.
100%. 100%. Let me. I hate this shit, bro. There needs to be something to where people can like get the timestamps easier. There has to be.
Thank you, Tyson.
Desi, thank you.
Yeah, I know.
Atta
Right?
girl.
I don't care about camera. Pop this. Pop my dick in your mouth, bitch.
No thanks.
You can do all that for a bit. What do you do? That's got to get you come up here. The black man had to get you come up here. Let me
Bruh.
put you on your head, bitch.
Yeah, that wasn't a good statement.
She has like way less energy though, way less rah rah now that she's here and sober, and Tina's like in her face. Oh no, thanks.
Oh, yeah,
over."
Glammy doesn't.
No.
What's liquid courage? That's what
Yeah,
I'm looking for.
she doesn't have that same energy, 100%.
Not at all. It's fucking crazy. But you know, what are we gonna do?
Oh,
what's this-
someone Park Jimin said that the AI ask can be your friend for a timestamp of a certain thing. I wonder if that works if it's still like live.
But see, that's the thing, right? Like, because normally we do transcripts. I'll have to look into that AI ask.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because it's what, like Google Gemini AI or some shit now on YouTube.
Well, I
Think.
know you can ask like the AI tools, like, oh, to summarize this video, or like, what part of the video do they talk about this? But I wonder, does that still work, guys? If it's like still live, like, does it still give you that type of info?
It's a weird thing, and plus, the audio is so fucked; it's hard to pick up words sometimes. I mean, I gotta
Right.
pick up words as it is, Mel. But,
I
you
know, because
what do
your ears are going. I know your hearing aid needs a new battery, but so
Really?
it's something we can look into. But yeah, the Jester streams are just a little fuzzy. They can be a great source of this information in these like off the cuff type of situations. It's just sometimes hard to sift through.
Yeah. And Foster Rider said Boogie made that shit about him, but because someone else had too much attention. Boogie has a tendency to do that, right?
Yeah.
If the spotlight is not on him, he makes it on him. And sometimes, bro, that ain't it.
Yeah. He does it at weird times. I do feel like he has a tendency to do it sometimes if he feels like the content is like lagging, to try and like spice it up.
Well,
But
yeah, that's
it doesn't
different,
always hit, you know, it's a numbers game if it's going to hit or not.
Well, see, here's the other thing, right? And this is something about this universe I've noticed since I've been here. People love trigger words.
Yes. Buzzwords.
Trigger words, yeah, buzzwords, yeah. That's probably a better way to put it. They use buzzwords because it invokes a certain type of reaction, or it should invoke it, and it should invoke a type of reaction, right?
Mhm.
So when Boogie is like, you know, child rapist apologist and like all that shit, he knows people are gonna rally because no one
Yeah.
should be okay with that topic, right? People are gonna hate that topic. So
It's
when you
very
say shit-
polarizing. Yeah.
yeah, it's a good way to put it. Yeah, sometimes I don't know the $10 word, but I can explain it in a $2 conversation.
And that's
with
what I'm here for. I'm teaching
Whatever,
you.
whatever, bitch. So, anyways, I feel because, people were even donating at the point, and Boogie was like, you need to apologize to them because you offended them too. And, Glammy's like on her high horse, like, no, fuck no. I'm not apologizing to nobody because it was only directed at Tina, not everybody else, right?
Yeah. But your audience, some people take offense to that because, like, we come here for fun, not for you to be a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, exactly, right. But then that also goes into the conversation of like, third-party harassment, right? Or like third-party like whatever, because it'd be like if me and you were having a conversation, like I'm talking to you, you're talking to me, we're willing participants in the conversation, but someone down the hall or something overhears the conversation and they're offended by it, right? It's like
that sounds like some pussy shits, honestly.
But that's what they're saying happened in the chat.
Oh,
Glammy was shitting on Tina. People got offended because they're also victims. I guess it depends on the topic, right?
I guess
because let's just say sports teams, right? Like no one's gonna give a fuck if you're offended because I like a sports team that you don't, right? No one, like if it's like your favorite dinner, like favorite, right? But if it's something serious, is like child grape, yes, I get it. So I guess it's all about context.
Yeah, that absolutely makes sense.
So Diego says Notebook LLM is the best AI for the job, but he does make a lot of mistakes in frantic discussions like that. I tried, didn't work. What I do is download the stream, get it in my video editing software, and watch it diagonally. Interesting. Watch it for the huge spikes. That's actually a good way to do it, actually. Then Foster Rider, and while Glammy said something awful, that's not what she said. She never said Tina liked it. Said Tina was such a bad daughter because it happened, nothing more.
Yeah, and so that's what she said, is that Tina basically like deserved it, if I remember correctly. And if I remember that's what she said at like the height of Glammy being drunk, and that's fucked. The bottom line is that's fucked. She did. No one deserves that. No one, no child, adult, no anybody deserves that. And you don't have to twist it. You don't have to put a spin on it because that's a fuck thing to say to anybody regarding that, and that's bad enough as it is.
I always said like people that do that, like rape and like sex crimes and all that shit, that needs to be put in the death penalty list also.
It does. And I think Florida did that now, actually.
Florida and Idaho.
Good morning, Zach. Good morning, Keem's Pet.
What up, Keem's Pet? But yeah, because I feel like if you do that shit, you don't deserve to be breathing air.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion.
I finally got around to watching, when I had a minute to myself yesterday, watching some old content that had a Voldemort and had they on it, but I wanted to watch it because it's relevant to things I like, where they did the Nerds interview with Alex Rosen, and I'm glad I did because I fucking love him, and it was relevant. Dude. So I think that's great that he came and did that. He's so fucking awesome.
Yeah, he's a great dude. Now he got a little bit of history behind him.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
But I think that even with his history, he's younger than he looks, which definitely threw me off when I learned that. I think he is learning from his history, and he's learning quickly and on the fly, and he is consistently doing better and doing so many good things for his community on YouTube, in like the Rumble space and like the local space. And I don't think he makes excuses for it. He's like, yeah, this was wrong. Yeah, I'm doing better. Like, yeah, he's doing so good.
Foster Rider said it's going to get rejected. Louisiana did it first in 2006. In 2008, the Supreme Court rejected it as cruel and unusual punishment. I worked on the pack for it here. Devastating day. How in the fuck is that cruel and unusual punishment?
It's cruel what they do to people, but I don't want to make it a sad stream. I want to continue laughing and continue doing other fun things. Like,
yeah,
let's go look at some of the fun videos. And
Keem's Pet said Fat Camp 2 has been a complete trash. Can't compare to the original. We were talking about that earlier, bro. Like, the first one was just so fucking epic.
Yeah.
But again, yesterday's stream, they got back to that, right? So I think yesterday's Locale Live was been the best stream this entire time.
But that's saying something, right? You literally are just allowing the standards to fall, because we also all agreed that it kind of sucked. It was shorter. They literally cut it short. Like, the quality wasn't there. Even like the fight could have been so much better. Not the fight like itself, but like the setup for the fight, if that makes sense.
We got to think about this, right? On Crypt yesterday, someone brought up like sumo wrestling.
Yeah,
gave
Wings actually had great ideas for it. He's like, make it like this triathlon, do like these 3 events, actually get real sumo suits, like do something, right? Don't just go and do nothing and like make it this lame thing. Wings had a great idea. I've never seen him on a show and like put out content in real time like that before. And I was like, oh my God, I get it. Just watching him for like those less than 2 hours. I'm like, I totally fucking get it.
Oh yeah, 100%. And then Keem's Pets, all about the double audio. I mean, here's the thing, right? They're using audio transmitters, so this is a learning experience also for them trying, because at least they're spending money to up the production value, like with the different cameras now and like the audio, the mobile camera. At least there's evolution, right? They're trying to evolve. There's going to be mistakes along the way. Shit's going to happen, but at least they're trying to make it better.
Right. Yeah. Keem's Pet. He has great ideas on the fly. That's something I want to learn how to do. And I wish he would get on streams more. I know that that's not his like thing now, but I wish he would so we could learn. Because that's how I personally learn, is by watching, so I can make mental connections for myself. Because I was like, holy shit, he just came up with that literally out of his ass in 2 seconds. I was literally amazed.
Wings he's good for certain things, obviously.
I mean, yeah, we all can't be good at everything. Like, it's better to be a jack of all trades than a master of one thing.
Fair. All right, let's finish this out, and then we'll move on, because this is beautiful.
No, you didn't. He had talked to me to come up here, scaredy cat.
Okay.
Scary cat.
That's what you want to think, sure.
We watched it live, dipshit.
We watched it.
Yeah. Cool.
Wait, you're gonna be on Zombie too, right? Zombie's here for you to be here up too.
Yeah, you want to fight me.
Let's do it.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna you know.
She's so scared.
Yeah, you still remembered some shit in that. There's a little bits and pieces. Yeah. No, I don't like you. You I mean, that's fine. You can go fuck yourself too, but you challenged me to a fight. I'm having a better time fucking You challenged me to a fight, so whenever you're ready to leap on that lily pad, Froggy, go for it.
No one's fighting. Come on.
I'm too big for that.
Oh, I'm too big for that. Okay.
That's the thing. You can't talk all that shit, and then when it's time to buck up, you shut up. You can't.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm too big for that. Only just because you're there, just because you're in the same room. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Chaos Kiwi says Amber said she'll be going next year. ... Never gonna happen. Literally, exactly, because that's what she said last year. I harp on this to Ken all the time, that I'm so happy she's been here long enough where you guys are getting to see the true Amber and see her true fucking colors right from her fucking goat hippo mouth, her elephant mouth. Because coming from Girl World and getting to see it all, have her set up her own lies and walk right into them, and then she came here and everyone's like, oh no, give her a chance, she's so great. Sure, okay, we'll let her literally just like set her own traps. And she did. And now she's falling right into them. Like set, hook, line, sinker, whatever.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Yes.
King's Pet, your mama was pissed that she didn't go on Pit. Yeah, so she was, people were in the chat because everyone left, and fucking Keem was like, you gonna hold down Jester? And she was like, yeah, sure. And people were like, call into Pit. And she's like, I don't know. She's like, that's against the rules, isn't it? I can't call it. Like, bro, that's your show. Ain't nobody gonna give
what rules would it be against? Yeah, to call into your own fucking show when you're there and available.
And then she was saying that Keem wanted her to come to the fucking theater room, and basically like Keem overrode Yo Mama, which I mean, Keem is the boss, right? There's no arguing that. But like that was a little fucked up.
Yeah, they gave her the rope and she took care of the rest. Fucking that part.
There you go.
Instead of building a bridge, she did the other part.
Shout out. But yeah. It's something. This whole thing has been something.
So let me see some of those awesome gifts out of the thing.
You're running OBS. You got to pull it up.
Okay. So
go to single camera, right?
Yes. Yes.
That way, whenever you open up Discord, it's not like, you know,
Okay.
and then go to where like forum discussions or wherever it is. When you click on it, bring it back. And then what'll happen is whenever you go to like, and then like minimize us so that way they can see it. And then that way they'll just see like you because you're talking, and then I'll just follow along. Kind of like we did yesterday.
Okay, so I have my face cams on, but then you said come back to us. So it'll be like showing my Discord.
Yep. So get out of full screen, right?
Yep.
And then you see everything on the left. Go up, and then you'll see forum discussion. When you click forum discussion, you'll see the camera get small and it's just you, right? It'll just be you. and then just go down, click wherever you want to click, and just go down that, and then that way I'll just follow along. All they'll see is you, but they'll be able to see in Discord what you're looking at. Does that make sense?
So from what I can see on OBS is they see the forum discussions and then like the side chat for that, like the moments I'm trying to show them. But they see you over here on the left.
Okay. Well, either way.
Does that work?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Because it's not really about us. It's about what's in the forum discussion.
Yeah.
So.
Like these fun gifts that they've been putting in here are great. Or like Turbo on the ground.
Oh, yeah. I'm saying this, man. Turbo has really
been the star of this fat camp.
Yes, you took the words out of my mouth. He's killing it. And I am so proud of him.
100%.
Like, I still hate the motherfucker because he pisses me off, but I'm proud of him.
Yeah, absolutely. Like when Boogie gave him this stool cane thing.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah. I'm happy for that dude, man.
And then I'm guessing this bruise is either from like falling or like one of the Orbeez guns from Boogie.
It was a paintball gun.
And then this is an underrated moment. Keem on the fucking scooter where Rudder is like chasing him.
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious. That was fucking great. When Grim dumped him into the water, I had a lot of thoughts, right? I was like, this can go south really quick. But then I was like, that water is very, very shallow. And as soon as he grabbed it and stood up, I think he realized that he was going to be good.
Right. I love what they did to these photos or like these frames. Like this, I don't know if it's a filter or what they did to them, but they're fucking good.
Oh yeah, that's definitely filters. Yeah, they crushed. Whoever did this did a fantastic job.
Yeah, they did. Again, the man bun. Oh.
Man bun Monday, bro. I'm telling you, it's a thing.
That's just such a solid photo.
Hell yeah.
Dawn says,
the Voldemorts all have way less views this week, so Fat Camp is at least eliminating the snakes. Fat Camp is not bad at all. And when Billy arrives, the party will start. Yeah. So I'll say this: Billy around other people is entertaining. I'll give Billy that.
I'm excited for him to go because he brings such a levity to things, even on his shows.
Oh yeah, and the other thing is, whenever him and Zally do that Rewind reunion show, that's going to be massive.
That will be sweet.
You know what I mean? So that's good. And then, again, Lisi's coming. I think she's there today or tomorrow early. I can't exactly remember. So you literally got Glammy, fucking Wonder Woman, and Lisi coming in. The fucking 3 drama queens of the LCU just start shit.
It will be good.
So that's going to be good. So
I'm excited.
Nightmare has an actual sumo haircut that is kind of funny. But he again, bro, man bun Monday, whenever he does it.
Yeah, it does actually kind of fit. I didn't even consider that.
Yeah. Fat Camp has been a huge L. I mean, I don't care what anyone says. So here's again, totality, it's not the same as last year.
No.
But
there's been good moments. I definitely agree that, the totality of it up till this point has been kind of a letdown.
Yeah, but I told people expectations have to be different. They have to be.
But they don't want to listen to you, Ken, and that's fair. I don't like to listen to you either. It's just not it.
The problem.
It's not a problem. It's called free will. I don't want to listen to you. Yeah, compared to the first Fat Camp, it's been dead. That first one, on that very first day, they were in the water, playing with the snakes, getting hit by the paintball gun, and that just set the bar. The first days here, I get it, they did a test and everything, but
what really fucked them over was no weigh-ins and just
paying for weigh-ins. That's fucked.
Yeah, when chubby ladies did that, bro, I'm like, you lost the plot. I'm sorry, that's not it, because that's the whole point of being there, right? Is lose weight, all that other shit. But
Bronzy, we all agree that they still have time to make it something good, but for this being the first week, we have just been kind of not impressed.
Not at all, bro. Not at all.
Yeah.
Look how I got wrapped up in my crucifix.
Ooh, they fighting.
Facts. Zali is one of the most venomous snakes in the LCU. A lot of people have that opinion. I'm not going to go that far and say that, but I think Xylee's evolution in the LCU has definitely been different because you got to remember, right? It was Rewind 100%. It was her and Billy. And then I think whenever I'm gonna be dead ass, right? I think Balls was the beginning of the end for Rewind. I truly do. And oh shit.
I'm poor.
At Rocky Upper 2833 super chatted $10. Y'all haven't had any love come across the screen in a minute.
Thank you, Rocky. We haven't.
Right.
Y'all must like Locale Hero more than us because they have been kicking ass lately with fucking Iceman over there and his lady Christina. And I love me some Thick, don't get me wrong, but like I just don't fuck with Iceman. So it's hard over here lately being the first morning show that's like B Circuit and isn't Chubby's because no one's on right before us. And so we're just doing what we can over here.
Facts. We appreciate you, Rocky. Sole support of the show today.
Oh yeah. I appreciate you big time.
Yeah, fucking always a G. But you know.
Yeah, going back to like Xylee, I know what you're getting at about like, oh, it was her show and whatever, but you and I have both agreed, and we always tell other people this, is that just because your show was where you started, you can't get attached to it. Like you really can't.
Oh, I learned that lesson the hard way, 100%.
So
No,
don't sweep for her for getting attached to a show.
I'm not. No.
Okay.
I'm talking about when Ball started. Because you got to remember, right? There was the show's on the chopping block. Thanks, you, Moo. I appreciate it. Hey, bro, I'll save money in taxes. Fuck it. What was the point? Yeah. So there was a narrative that they were There was a narrative that they were the three-headed snake.
Interesting.
Billy fat fucking New Zealand and fucking Xylee, right? They were the three-headed snake. And when your mama first came in, he said his mission was to take down the three-headed snake.
Okay.
And he kind of did it a little bit, if you think about it.
Right.
And his content was just shitting on them and going at Billy as hard as he did, going at Xylee as hard as he did. And he set out to do what he wanted to do.
Yeah, he really did.
He knocked Rewind down to the B circuit. He overtook their time slot. He wanted to show that, Billy and Xylee weren't as good together as everyone thought they would. And you could see it on screen. They were having their issues, right? They were. But I think that Yo Mama being the catalyst and just like going in as hard as he did and just constantly having to deal with it. I mean, Xylee's dealt with his shit for a long fucking time, right? Him and Billy, you see them when they're on screen going at it all the fucking time. And when
I think I'm just gonna cut you off right there. I'm sorry. I think this person has a good point about Fat Camp. DJT says, in my opinion, it just won't hit the same. The first Fat Camp was spontaneous. This Fat Camp has been hella build up. Donate for this, donate for that. Fat Camp so far, it's just been drinking in theater room, and I think that is like a really great point.
Oh yeah, Mazer with the 5. You don't gotta pay taxes on your income when you're under 15K. Good luck, y'all.
Well, you ain't wrong.
Well. Taxes and oh my fucking god. Destiny Watson with the 5. You made it, Destiny. Just want to say good morning. Hope you have a great day, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mazer. Thank you, Destiny, for the 5s. I appreciate it.
We appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Yeah, so Mel runs it on Fridays. We had some learning lessons, but that's okay, right? Because the only way to learn is to do it, right?
Yep, and it's the best time now when we're B Circuit, when Fat Camp is giving such riveting content for y'all.
Oh, 100%.
Oh.
But no, like I said, there's a lot of lore when it comes to Xylee here.
And that makes sense. And it does seem at times, though, that she does still have some feelings and emotions attached to it when it comes to certain people and like certain shows. And as females, maybe that's where that comes from, because we do tend to hold on to those things longer. And I get it, but maybe, I don't know. It's maybe lately it seems like they're maybe more entwined, especially because she's like working with other people now.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. And I mean, like Reapers is like crushing it, like compared to like literally she left and Reapers overtook them.
Yeah.
And,
but that shows that she's a good person. I don't feel like she should attach that to a show.
No. But it's hard, right? Because I know how that feels, so I can sympathize with her.
Right.
You don't know how that feels.
Keem's Pet says Xylee is too comfortable on Reapers. Billy challenged her. That brings up a good point about like being super comfortable with your co-host or not being comfortable, because like people say Copper Cab brought out like the best of Sweet Tea. People are always saying that Amac and Angie are some of the only co-hosts that get along, but in a good way, and the chat actually gets upset when they're fighting.
Oh yeah.
But most of the
100%.
time they like when we all don't get along too much. And that makes sense because I feel like if it's too frictionless, the show is kind of boring. And it makes a really good point about the points of the dynamics between a co-host.
Oh, 100%. I definitely get you on that one. But it all depends on how you want to present yourselves to the show, right? What kind of show do you want to be, right? So, Rocky Apper again with the 5. Mel's getting better and actually trying to learn much better than a lot of the new hosts who just show up. That's the thing, right? And
I have something to say about that before you get on a fucking tangent. You know exactly where I'm going with this, so don't give me that look. So, the other day, we had a lovely guest appear from the lovely locale.
Full screen yourself.
Hold on. We had a lovely guest appear the other day from Locale Wild. You guys know this, right? Mrs. Lucy came over here and was like, get on my level with the fucking squishmallows, right? Well, if you're also paying attention to the LCU, you would know that Locale Wild has not been on for 2 days now. You want to know why that is? Because Lucy, how long has Lucy been here, Ken? Do you know?
As a host, probably 2-3 months, I think.
Okay. So longer than me, right?
Yeah, she's been a host longer than you, yes.
Okay. She doesn't have back-end access to her own show. So she wants to talk about getting on levels. Get on my level. I may be like clunking my show along a little bit today, but that's fine. I'm on a different circuit. I actually we're on the same circuit. I take that back. But it's fine because I'm still over here learning and getting better. So get on that level. I have back-end access to my show. I run OBS. And we're here. So talk about that.
Shout out.
Continue.
All right. No, you're good. So Six Solid said, Ken, what are your thoughts on them going with the far more capable security force this time rather than your table task force asking for a friend? I think it's great. I think a lot of lessons were learned last year, and I think they beefed up who needs to be there, right? So
interesting. Speaking of security, you know what today is?
National Security Day.
No, it's Visitor Day.
Oh, fuck yeah, you're right.
The Pay Pigs and the Crowns get to go today. And Chubby's was saying that they haven't been told who's going. I don't even know if they know when people are going. I don't know if we get to see it. I'm super fucking stoked. If you're a Pay Pig or a Crown to any of the shows and you're going and you're in chat, tell me. Or if you know who's going, I want to know.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting. We'll see. Like, here's the thing, right? So a lot of these people, they don't want to show their face on camera. Like, it just is what it is.
That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, as far as names go, obviously, I'm sure some people go up there and probably say what's up, right? But the fan meetup day, right?
Yeah, that's exciting. That's a whole new thing, too.
Because, like, last year, like, the fans that were there, they stayed for, like, days.
Oh, wait, there was fans there last year? Why do I not remember that?
Because they were on camera. We really didn't talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rocky says, I'm not going this year, but if we can next year, I want to. That's really fucking cool.
Yeah. DTA says Mel really took the Squishmallow troll to heart.
No, but I just think it's funny, you know?
You taking L's, Mel? You taking L's?
Sure, I'll take the L, whatever.
You taking L's? Fuck.
If it's really that deep, though, that L for level. I'll take the note on how to not have back-end access to my show and how to not run OBS. Like, okay, I'll take that L.
Six says, sorry, Ken looks like your co-host is stomping all over your flow. Hopefully that improves with experience. Cheers.
Yeah, I'm here to learn, Stick. Come teach me how.
Yeah. But see, here's the thing, right? And I've said this a million times. If she didn't quit, I wasn't going to quit. And I was going to try and teach her and help her be better, right? So that's literally what this is. Friday, she runs OBS. And obviously, I've been doing this for a while, so I can do it a little smooth. But, everyone learns. So if I can...
Everyone
should
help her learn.
Well, yeah. But what I will say is you have a lot more initiative than some of the hosts that have been here for quite a while. So that's always good.
Because then you have scenarios like this where apparently you don't have a co-host to run things. Apparently, someone's sick or doesn't show up. And then everyone's scrambling when, you could just both know how to do it. Or both co-hosts should have back-end access to your show. Just my opinion. Just my level.
You would think.
Think.
So Chaos Kiwi says Fat Camp was promoted around ALR. Her not being there is a huge fail.
I think so. I think that is very true.
I'm gonna let you talk on that.
I
think she's never gonna go.
No,
honestly.
I told you she was never gonna go, and I'm just waiting till the end of camp so I can continue to rub that in.
The audience that didn't hear that, Mel. Okay.
I know, and I'm gonna see and repeat it for them. In case you forgot, I'm gonna be corrected at the end of Fat Camp because ALR doesn't do things like that, guys. She just doesn't. I'm sorry. That's why when she was invited to the first Fat Camp, she didn't go. She'll be invited to this one, and she's not gonna go. I'm sorry, Ken.
Also, Copper not being there. Yeah. Yeah. So Rush left.
Yeah.
I don't know the full context, but all I remember is I think Xylee said it. I think.
I thought it had to do with ALR and the VCs, actually. Am I wrong?
Someone said, I think him and Keem will figure it out because they're good friends.
Weird. That's a big thing, though.
Oh, yeah. Lord Rush. I'm going to be flat out honest with you, and this is no like bullshit or like secrets. Lord Rush was I think he still is the top donator of the entire LCU, like, because he's been here since day one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was like, because when this thing initially started, there was only cash cow memberships.
I'm pretty sure. I'm letting you continue, but I'm just adding that I'm pretty sure it had to do with ALR and a VC.
I mean, it could be, but I'm just all I heard a host say was hopefully him and Keem figure it out because they're good friends. That's all I heard. But but yeah, like Lord Rush donated so much money to this place to keep it going because he loves this shit, and he's a cool fucking dude. I love that guy. Like I said, I met him at the very first Rush's day one since before the LCU. Yeah, exactly. Rush knows a lot of people, and he has family that are like badass YouTubers.
So like someone says ALR baited and picked a fight with him because she just wanted attention and is selfish. Justice for Lord Rush.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure it had to do with her and a VC.
I mean, like I said, that's fair. That's fine.
I just put in his name real quick because I could have sworn I didn't want to think I was crazy.
I mean, like I said, like, I could be crazy, but
we both are, but it's fun to see like who actually is or is not. Fupa Fabulous. Is that a Fupa? Is that a Fupa all? I love that. They say, I know you're gonna deny it, but turn off those filters you are using so people can see what you really look like. I can spot filters a million miles away. Ooh, are they telling me I look good today? I love it.
You set up filters, Mel, because I got to get rid of my pink eye.
I'll teach you how to use filters. You can continue to teach me how to use OBS.
Perfect.
Yeah, Carol Cash is also another big lake spender, and but again, it had to do with Amberlyn and those damn VCs. We cannot escape the VCs, Ken. What's wrong?
They need to let the shit go.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. It's fucked.
VC shit. Because how many fucking times are they gonna loop on this shit, bro?
Till Amber gets her way and is in total control of everything. And people were pissed about that too because that came up in Maine as well. Like, it's about fucking Amber, and she should learn that she does not get special treatment because, like, Tina and Boogie, people could argue that they do, but not to this extent. Like, not over VCs and people getting banned or not. Like, are you joking?
Doja, another one that's been around for a very long time. So the Discord is still a dumpster fire, bro. It never changes.
It's been so bad lately. Like, this is, I feel like, a culmination, like a peak, I hope, because of Lord Rush being such a big name as well.
Yeah. Keeps Pet said, your mama turned against ALR. Yeah, your mama went in on ALR yesterday, bro.
I missed that. What?
Oh,
Can you get that little quick? I'd love to see that.
Yeah, we can. It's fucking. Let me get to that shit. And then Thrifty says, Ken can't escape his own personal hell. Welcome to my hell.
It's his personal hell, but no, hold on. It's your personal hell, but I feel like you enjoy it because if you went to work every day and enjoyed it too much, it would be a little boring. I have to keep things interesting for you.
Nah, that's fair. Diego says Ken needs to work for it. He is doing the same mistake since the beginning. Ken plays a character and has not shown his true personality yet. That's why the low viewers. Sorry, Ken, it's what I see. Here's the thing, Diego. You always kept it real with your opinions. And I've never been mad at you. I know you troll me to death, and I appreciate you being here, bro. Honestly, truly.
Yeah. Hi, Twiggy. Welcome. Never mind. I was gonna say welcome to Local Cash.
Twiggy.
Hi, welcome to Local Cash.
Hello, I wasn't intending on calling in, but Tommy dropped me over here after I insulted him on Cafe, so...
Perfect.
Hi, you're welcome here. You can insult me all day, baby.
I'm installing a trailer hitch on this Ford Explorer.
Hey,
Jesus
I love the
Christ,
Ford
why?
Explorer.
Why?
Why do you like a Ford Explorer? Nobody likes a Ford Explorer.
That's
Nobody
a
likes
troll.
Ford.
Everyone loves a Ford Explorer.
No, they don't. If you see a Ford Explorer on the road, it's either a cop or a white woman.
Me!
Two demographics I hate.
Me! I loved my Ford
Hi, Ken.
Explorer.
What's up, buddy? You doing all right today?
I'm doing great. Ken, when are we going to a flea market together?
Oh, that's such white woman shit going to a flea market.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
We'll
is.
we can't talk about it on stream, bro, but we'll talk about it.
Well, yeah, I don't want to
I
talk
love
about it on
it.
stream, but Ken knows that the flea market I'm talking about, 90% Mexicans. So
Really?
Very true.
That was
Very
such a
true.
Midwestern thing, was to go to the flea market on like a weekend.
well, we're not Midwesterners, we're Southerners, bitch.
I live in the South
So-
too, Twiggy. Did you forget that? I live in South Carolina.
Oh, no, I did not know that because I don't pay attention to you like that. Check out my toolbox. Look how organized it is.
He's so
Dog.
ADD.
Hold on, I just got bricked up. Jesus, that is
Ew,
amazing.
Ken.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
You don't understand it. It's a guy thing. Like that is sexy.
my god.
And Ken knows that just this row alone is like $400.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This drill right here that I have laying around is also like Ken knows. Ken knows. Ken gets it because Ken's a man. Ken relates.
Ken
to me.
Kane.
On another level.
That's my fan. That's the only ventilation I have in this whole shop. You know.
You don't do like paint or nothing in there because you need more than that, right? You don't do body
No,
work.
I have a whole building. I have a whole building for painting. We just don't use it right now because it gets flooded. So
that's perfect.
It brings in all the dust and dirt. It's unusable.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro.
Is it cold down by you? Is that what that coat is?
No, this coat is because I'm very self-conscious about my body. You know a little bit about that. So I cover up myself in layers.
That's fair.
You're a liar.
Me?
No, it's cold.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I was say you're a liar, bro. I know you're not self-conscious. Fuck.
Me? Ken.
Yeah, you're
Ken,
not self-conscious, bro. I want to hear it.
Oh, hold
Ken,
on.
stop.
Rocky says
Ken, I need you to validate my insecurities, please.
Rocky with the 5 says Mel will never look as good as that toolbox.
That's
no, you won't.
That is
you
fact.
won't.
That's fair.
And that's just one. That's just the top. You should see all the drawers, okay? Not counting that toolbox or that little tiny toolbox over there.
We're getting the shop tour. I love it.
I've had this trailer for 3 months.
Ooh, anniversary.
Yeah, it's a problem. But anywho, that's all I had because I didn't even want to be here. No offense, Ken. It's just I don't like women. They make
That's
me
fair.
uncomfortable.
We're intimidating. I get it.
No, it's not that. It's just that I feel like the longer I talk to a woman, the more likely an allegation's going to happen now because it's the LCU. So Wonder Woman scarred me. Goodbye.
Oh, that's fair. That's
Appreciate it, bro.
totally fair. Bye, Twiggy.
Yeah. So Diogo says, by the way, just to end it, I didn't mean to say this. Ken isn't the real Ken. He isn't fake or a liar, but he is playing a character. This is too complex right in such a little space. You're good, bro. All good. There's no ill will. I
No,
appreciate
not
you.
at all. All publicity is good publicity. All feedback is good feedback.
100%. Doja, 12K in tools? Probably.
Oh, 100% easy.
My dream is to have like a full snap-on fucking like tool set.
Snap on.
Bro,
Oh my
you're talking $20,000
easy.
for fucking tools. But they
When
get,
that
like,
snap-on
the whole-
truck,
No, yeah.
when that snap-on truck would come in, even drive by, I just knew. Oof,
Oh yeah.
so bad.
But let me see something real quick. Start this bitch up. Yeah, so yesterday on Pit, he had Tommy as the co-host. Right.
Mm-hmm. Wait, I say it because I heard you speak, but I don't think my brain processed that. Really?
Hold on.
You came into the LCU and I thought you was gonna come into the LCU on that TikTok shit. I thought you was gonna get up, walk around.
Hold on, pause. That's what you mean? That's what you mean by Tommy?
Yeah.
That I thought you meant Tommy C.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah. Let it play. Just let it play. This is amazing.
Okay.
Got you bigger. You've been spending so much time in the VC eating Indian goddamn food. Your big ass got bigger. You are diabolically a moron. And then you with this person right here that's throwing Indian food at you is crazy. You got Turbo out here, can't even barely move, and Fupa Cheese got so much to say about Tommy being a feeder, but ain't Fupa Cheese the same one that gave that man 4 or 5 goddamn pizzas, and this man got a mobile scooter and can barely... What are we... The hypocrisy! What are we talking about here? Huh, Tommy? It's diabolical. Fuba Cheese is saying how you a feeder, but yet she fed a man that can't even move, that's on a mobile scooter, not only pasta, but 5 goddamn pizzas, and we talking about feeders?
Oh my God,
Hold on, let me. And then ALR actually comes up. Let me see if I can find it.
And that shit was weird. It was all kind of weird. Tech Protect got his ass whooped. I mean, where is goddamn Wings at? Wings, I told you can pop up on Pat. Embarrass yourself long. Matter of fact, we beefing, Amber. We
Hold on. Here we go.
Air. I swear to God, if I had a bet against fucking Tech Protect and Air, I would bet on Air. How you gonna hand her over?
Your mama.
Yes. Amber
Can I
Lynn.
say something?
Yeah, we beefing, Amber. We are beefing, Amber.
Your mama.
I can't believe what you said today on Bus. That was diabolical.
I said if we hit a goal.
I don't want to hear about no goal or nothing. You should have shut that shit down from the jump. You should have said, you know what, Tech Protect, I'm not fucking with that. I fuck with your mama. That's my day one. Because if somebody would have said that on my show, I would have said, hell no, I'm not going to fucking stab Amberlynn in the back. I brought her to this motherfucker, and we going to redirect to Amberlynn right now. That would have been, because I'm a real one.
Oh my God. I get it.
Yeah.
I love that.
So apparently they were talking about doing it like I forgot the exact context, but they were talking about not sitting the redirector. Or they wanted to like keep going or some shit, and that pissed off Yo Mama.
The Tommy thing. I'm stuck on the Tommy thing.
Of course you are, feeder. You're a feeder, aren't you?
You're one to talk. Who doesn't like me skinny? But
bro. You know what's funny about that? So there's a Wu-Tang song, and they're like going back and forth dissing each other. And Method Man, I think who was it? Either Redman or like RZA. They just shit talking. He was like, I'll fucking sew your ass cheeks together or whatever, and just keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you. I'm like, that shit was that just made me think of that.
That makes me think of like Human Centipede.
Yeah, Mel was a dog feeder.
In fact, I do feed my dogs every day, the correct amount. Yep.
Jeez.
Okay, so earlier, I think he said this twice now. They said this twice, that I should call out Tina because she's an OG and she doesn't like run her own things. It's not the same thing, because in the beginning, I did say something about that until I learned that Tina is a special case, right? Because she was a big creator who came in, and that was like part of her contract coming in, is that she doesn't do specific things, right? So now there's a certain expectation when you come in later, than Tina, that you are supposed to run some of your own equipment. You're supposed to be able to run the mechanics, the softwares, and you're supposed to be able to do those things. So now it's all completely different cases. So now if you can't, or if you don't even have access on your computer to your show, especially after so long, it's a little frowned upon. You're kind of seen as useless.
Well, I told you in the beginning when you first came here, I was like, learn OBS, because that is a skill, right? That is a skill to have here, because because even then they had Intern and Intern Plus, right? Because Intern Plus could actually run a show. Intern just shows up. So
yeah, Tina's always gonna be a special case. I had to learn that coming in. If you've been here longer than me and you're asking that, then you kind of look stupid. But it's so funny. I love that he actually went off on her. And I don't know if she says something later and I just haven't caught it. If she says something about the picture,
there's more.
Okay. I want her to say something about that fucking picture.
But are you gonna let me talk?
Go ahead.
I really.
Lucifina's in the chat.
Oh yeah, I saw that earlier. I'm not butthurt. I think it's funny you don't have back-end access to your own show. What is there to be butthurt about that? It doesn't even make sense. I think it's funny that your own show didn't run for 2 days because you didn't have access to your own show. But okay, whatever.
Got him. I don't fucking know.
Go. I want to hear what she has to say this, because
I'm just talking shit, bro. I don't even care.
ALR will normally rage at people about this. And I can't remember, did ALR or not ALR, did Yo Mama say, like, address this picture as Tommy or as Emily? Because that's been her new push lately.
Are they the same person?
They are, but last night on bus, somebody called her Emily, and she's like, "No, her name's Tommy." So I think she's trying to revert back to that as like a way to like try and reinforce her privacy again. I don't
Was
know.
Tommy a made up name?
Yeah, it was like a nickname to protect her privacy, which is fair.
Mm.
But now everyone knows literally everything due to like, the internet. And so I'm wondering if she's trying to go back to that to try and reinforce that boundary again.
I don't know the lore, right?
No, I know. That's why I'm teaching you as I'm going.
Oh, got you. Okay. I mean, maybe. Let's keep it going.
I genuinely did not think
Let me speed this
the
up.
goal was going to be reached. That's why I said that.
You shouldn't even set a goal. Me, only real one in this motherfucker right now is me and Tommy. Me and Tommy, the realest ones in here.
He called her
And at the
Tommy.
end of the goddamn day, Tommy is a real one. Because when Tommy break up with you, she coming to your mama, goddammit. She coming
yeah?
like a tractor. Yes, she is.
Oh, yeah?
What's up, Tommy? What up, Tommy? Yeah, I fuck with your mama. I know you do, girl. I fuck with you too. Now give me a hamburger with some extra cheese. Make it a double patty.
God.
She gonna give me a
All right.
double patty.
I'm sorry I hurt your feelings.
You ain't hurt my feelings. I got a new
Yes, I
friend.
did.
I got a new friend. Me and Tommy, we go together like fucking peanut butter and jelly. And she likes that shit.
Fine, you be nice to Tommy, though. Okay. Be nice to her, though, okay?
He didn't go in, or she didn't go in like
Be
that.
nice to Tommy, okay?
It's because she likes your
You go back
mama.
like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
I saw someone in chat said he called her both Emily and Tommy, but that little part I just heard, he called her just me, which is interesting because ALR was there. And yes, I believe she's been trying to rebuild that boundary, which is fair. I totally understand that.
Once it's out the window, it's out the window, though.
I don't
I'm
know.
sorry.
I don't know.
Look. Here's the thing, bro. If it's especially on a video, like on the internet, right? If you slip up, I mean, that's your fault.
I don't know. So we had that discussion the other day in terms of ALR, and like she tries to say like because she didn't bring things here, can we talk about it here because she brought things up other places, right? So like what is free game? Because that's the line she tries to draw, right? As she didn't talk about it here, she talked about it over here, but now those videos no longer exist. So is it still on the internet? That's the argument she's trying to like make.
Well, here's how I see it. If it's on the internet, it's fair game.
And then the question with that though is like she's like, I didn't put those things out there, other people did, even though some of it was public information.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, let's say this, right? I don't know if this happened. This is just hyperbole in an example. Let's say there's a video of ALR just slapping the taste out of somebody, just bam, as hard as she could. But it happened 5 years ago. Are we allowed to talk about it?
Where is this video? Like, does it just exist?
No, it's hyperbole. Like it's on YouTube.
Yeah, I was asking where it fake existed. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's say Amber's on YouTube on a live stream. Some bitch pissed her off and she slapped the taste out of her mouth. Right.
I would say yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If like videos I've made outside the LCU, people want to talk about it, they can talk about it, right?
Right.
Like not so much the recent one, but the one beforehand, right? If anyone wants to talk about it, they can talk about it. If it's on the internet, it's on the internet. It's public.
Right.
That's how I see it.
But I understand that that's what you're saying, but I'm pointing out the argument that she's trying to make is like she didn't talk about it in this circle. The Venn diagrams don't overlap, is what she's saying, so they can't.
Yeah,
even though
bullshit.
like it came with her following over here.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's how I see
and
it.
that's what a lot of people are saying because like then the audience would like try to talk about things and it doesn't make sense because they existed already. I guess I don't know.
Mumu says for 2K for 2K Ken should fight some of his trolls. Mel can ref. Who would I fight?
I don't know, but we need to promo Rain real quick.
Yeah, I don't care enough to fight anybody. Like it's the internet. I don't care enough. Like I really don't. But are you gonna do it or do you want me to do it?
I was starting to pull it up. Which one of us is further?
Ooh.
Bitch.
Probably you. All right, so today on Locale Rain, Mission Hot Girl Summer.
Beat me too. Mine was loading.
Let's cook breakfast. So apparently.
Interesting. Are they all going on diets then?
I think somebody's cooking.
Yeah, for like Hot Girl Summer though. So like, are they going to make something healthy or?
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, thank y'all for showing out today. We appreciate the support. Special shout out to Rocky Yapper holding it down for us.
Heck
We
yeah.
definitely appreciate you.
Oh, hold on. See Tammy 10 in chat. Hey Tammy, she says, heck yeah, we are. So they're gonna like go on diets and get like hot this summer.
Okay.
It was just a guess. I just know that girl language.
I'm just saying, okay. Okay. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. We see you all on the next one. Daniel Wolf, Ken, thank you for the service to this country. Have a nice day and a nice week. We appreciate you, bro. Yeah, so the 25th will be my last stream.
Yep.
And then we'll see what happens.
Hell yeah, but we're gonna send you guys off
So
the
you want to start a
rain.
business.
Bye.
You might think you need a team
Peace.
of people and fancy